everyone, this is Joseph Network TV, bringing to you more accurate news from all around the world. Please kindly subscribe to our channel if you are yet to do so, and if you have done so, we say thank you. Now to the news. Don't trust Buhari over third time plot. Afenifere tells Nigerians. The Yoruba social political group Afenifere on Tuesday urged Nigerians to be vigilant following the growing rumor of a third-time plot for President Muhammadu Buhari. The president had on Saturday ruled out the possibility of seeking a third time in office, saying age and constitutional limit of 2 terms makes it impossible for him to seek a third time in office. The group also took a sweep at the Senate for focusing too much on the hate speech bill. The group, in a communication issued at the end of its meeting in Akure, Ondo State, and signed by its National Publicity Secretary, Mr. Yinka, noted that the meeting took note of the rumored plan to destabilize the constitution to allow President Muhammadu Buhari to have a third time in office. According to Afenifere, the plot started last year when an All Progressive Congress APC candidate in the senatorial by-election in Bauchi declared that he was coming to the Senate to work for a third time for Buhari. The communication reads, "This was followed by the president, who has a maximum of possible 8 years in the office, telling the country he was going to lift 100 million Nigerians out of poverty in 10 years. To dose the tension, the rumored plot is generating. The president made a denial a few days ago, which we took with a pinch of salt, because it is not the first time politicians will pursue what they are denying in Nigerian swearing with Allah or God. We have not forgotten that General Buhari told this country in 2011 that he will do only 1 term if he becomes president. He is now on a 2nd term. He also promised Nigerians in 2015 that he will not have the office of the First Lady as president. He also mute when the wife issued an order that she must be addressed as First Lady, and he has gone ahead to appoint 6 aides for the office. Afenifere said it observed that the reason given by the president for not thinking of a third term is the constitutional limit of 2 terms, without talking about what he will do if that hindrance was removed. With the National Assembly in the pocket, the only hurdle left to change that provision will be 2 terms of House of Assembly, and we have seen the president holding a meeting of 36 speakers. And shortly after this meeting, an APC member in Ebonyi State has approached the Federal High Court to compel the National Assembly to remove the constitutional impediment against third time for president and governors. The group reasons. We have seen this fire before, for this smoke not to be strange to us. Afenifere therefore called on Nigerians to be vigilant and thwart any attempt to take the country for a ride once again. We advise the president to use his last time in office to create legacy that will place him on the good page of history, including setting Nigeria on a federal path that will allow the constituency unit of Nigeria to develop and maximize parts instead of pursuing any rumors agenda. On the hate speech bill, Afenifere said it was surprised that in the face of all the challenges facing Nigerians, the Senate will devote its time to debate a law tailored to hang people for exercising their freedom of speech and airing view those in power may not like. The attempt to take away the freedom of expression earned through the sweat and blood of patriots is not only wicked, but is barbaric. That operates by terms of the jungle. Meeting called on Nigerians not to succumb to this agenda, the group concluded. Well, let's wait and see, because he denied the third time bill. The president denied the third time bill, saying it was a rumor. I believe, I will still believe he's a man of his words to some extent. It is true that he promised to serve Nigeria in one term, not twice, but here is in his second term in office. I remember vividly too that he promised that his wife is not going to be using the name First Lady, but he deviated from that too, and a lot of promises too that he made that we didn't see any result, no meaningful result, no positive result. But he did a lot of good too, if we must see it, if we must look at it that way. But let's wait and see. But for me, I still believe it's a rumor. For me, I still believe there is nobody that can change it except the Senate and the House of Assembly. If they try to maneuver their way and change the constitution. But for now, I don't think Nigerians are really ready for that right now, because there are a lot of things, just as they said, there are a lot of problems Nigerians facing, a lot of things going on in Nigeria that we need to really rectify, especially the issue of insecurity, especially the issue of infrastructures. We need to really deal with that. We need to really deal with that. All over Nigeria, Nigeria is not safe. Investors are moving out of Nigeria because Nigeria is not safe. Investors are moving out of Nigeria because even the police are harassing them by collecting money from them, extorting money from them. So for me, I think he has a lot in his plate to deal with than saying he wants to go for third time. And another thing is, does he really want to die in power or something like that? Because this man is old, for God's sake. For God's sake. He only had this opportunity to serve Nigeria twice with the grace of God. So I think he should not jeopardize that for anything. He should leave a better legacy, and a good one at that. Follow, even if people are pushing him, I believe he has his own mind. He has his own say. He knows what he wants, and he should not really pursue this particular third time bid, because he will definitely fail. If Obasanjo can fail, then definitely he will also fail. So for me, I think he should focus on his job and help Nigerians to fight this insecurity thing. Kidnappings are happening all around the place. Killings all around the place as if people are animals. So that alone is a lot for him to deal with. Not to talk of him going into another third time. Even if people are pushing you, for me, I think he should use his common sense to say, you know what, I am done. I had this opportunity of serving Nigeria twice, in 1984, I think he served Nigeria too, if I'm not mistaken. So in military. So for me, I think definitely he should just use his time peacefully and go to Daura to rest. Because his government has a lot of flaws by not obeying court orders, by arresting people unlawfully. So he has a lot of flaws too. It's not as if he's a saint, but it's just that for now, the Nigerians don't even have any option. We have to just wait for his time to finish because they are still the majority at the house. So there is nothing the house can even do right now, to help Nigerians, So what is your take about this particular news? Kindly leave your message in the message box or the comment box. I will definitely reply you in due course as you do so. And please don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like our channel if you're yet to do so. But if you have done so, we say thank you very much. God bless.